The Great River Race. Ricky the Raccoon scampered along the banks of the sparkling river, his eyes alight with an idea as bright as the sun-dappled water. He gathered a crowd of forest animals, his bushy tail flicking with each word. "Friends," Ricky announced, standing on a fallen log like a stage, "I've dreamed up a grand adventure for us, a river race." Murmurs of curiosity rippled through the crowd like leaves in a gentle breeze. Oliver the Otter perked up, his whiskers twitching in anticipation. He slid off a smooth rock and into the river with a graceful plop. "Count me in, Ricky," Oliver called out, water droplets glistening on his sleek fur. "This otter loves a good splash and dash." Daisy the duck glided over, her feathers catching the light in an iridescent dance. "A race, how lovely. I do enjoy a chance to stretch my wings and paddle." From behind a tuft of grass, Hare the Hare observed with wide eyes, his nose twitching. The idea of water made him shiver, but his spirit was game. "I might not be the swiftest swimmer," Hare admitted, "but I'll give it my all." Tilly the turtle ambled forward at her own unhurried pace, her wise eyes reflecting years of river knowledge. "A race down this old river," Tilly mused. "Why not? It's about the journey after all." Ricky clapped his paws together in delight as his plan took shape. "Excellent! We'll have strength and speed, elegance and endurance, all in one race." The animals chattered excitedly among themselves. The spirit of friendly competition was already taking root in their hearts, each creature ready to bring their best to the Great River Race. Oliver dove into the river, his sleek brown fur slipping through the water like a ribbon through silk. His muscles flexed and relaxed in a rhythmic dance, propelling him forward with effortless strokes. With each turn and dive, his confidence grew, bubbles trailing behind him as he practiced maneuvering around rocks and logs with the precision of a seasoned swimmer. On the riverbank, Daisy preened her feathers with meticulous care. She dipped her wings into the water's edge, allowing the liquid to caress each feather into perfect alignment. The soft white interspersed with lavender caught the sun's rays, casting a shimmer across her plumage. Her movements were a silent sonnet to grace, every stroke an affirmation of her commitment to glide through the race as smoothly as she moved through life. Nearby, Hare dipped his paws tentatively into the shallows. His nose twitched, whiskers quivering with each cautious step he took further into the unfamiliar element. His large eyes reflected a mix of determination and trepidation. With a deep breath that puffed out his sandy fur, he launched into an awkward dog paddle, splashing more than swimming, yet undeterred by his initial ungainliness. Tilly surveyed the river from a quiet bend, her ancient eyes scanning every twist and turn with deliberation. The map sprawled on the bank beside her, bore witness to years of observation, every current and eddy marked with care. Her claw traced a path along the leaf's surface, pausing to adjust a line here or add a note there. Her slow but sure preparations embodied the wisdom of one who understood that knowledge could be as powerful as speed in the currents of the sparkling river. The sun, a fiery orb climbing the morning sky, cast a shimmering path across the river's surface as the Great River Race commenced. A chorus of cheers erupted from the assembled woodland creatures, their voices a symphony of excitement and encouragement. At the starting line, Oliver plunged into the water with gusto, his sleek body slicing through the currents like a knife through butter. Daisy was right beside him, her wings tucked in neatly as she glided over the water with poise and precision. "Look at Oliver go!" chattered a chipmunk from the shore. Daisy, serene as the dawn, moved with a rhythm that made her seem part of the river itself. Her gentle lavender-tipped feathers barely stirred the water as she surged forward with each elegant stroke. Behind them, Hare's hind legs churned in a flurry of splashes. His eyes were wide with focus, but his movements lacked the finesse of his companions. Water sprayed in all directions as he fought to find his rhythm in this unfamiliar element. "You can do it, Harry," shouted a supportive squirrel from a tree branch. In contrast to the frenetic energy of the others, Tilly advanced with purposeful strokes, her aged shell cutting a steady line through the water. She didn't rush. She knew the river's secrets and respected its power. As they rounded the first bend, Oliver's laughter echoed off the water's edge, full of life and merriment. Daisy responded with a quack that rippled through the air, both competitors embracing the joy of movement and challenge. The race was underway, each participant facing their own hurdles. Oliver and Daisy led with confidence, while Harry struggled to adapt, and Tilly moved at her own measured pace, proving that sometimes slow and steady was just another way to embrace the journey. Oliver sliced through the water, his sleek brown fur shimmering with each stroke. Daisy, not far behind, caught the light on her feathers, each a delicate brushstroke of white and lavender. They both moved with such ease, their forms a dance with the river's rhythm. Up ahead, Harry's ears bobbed above the surface, then dipped below again. His strokes were wild, his breaths coming in quick gasps. The water didn't carry him like it did the otter or the duck. It seemed to fight him at every turn. Daisy tilted her head, her eyes reflecting concern. "Harry's having a tough time," she quacked softly to Oliver as they reached a calm patch in the river. Oliver nodded, his whiskers twitching. "Let's circle back." Together, they veered off course, paddling against the current with determination etched into their faces. The cheers from the banks softened into murmurs as the other animals watched in curiosity. Reaching Harry's side, Oliver flashed a reassuring grin. "Need a fin?" Harry's eyes widened with relief. "I thought I could keep up, but this is tougher than I imagined." Daisy floated close, her voice soothing as the ripples around her. "We're here now. Let's align our strokes and create a rhythm." They formed a trio amidst the swirling eddies, Oliver to Harry's left, Daisy to his right. They matched their pace to Harry's slower strokes, lending him their strength and guidance. "Follow our lead," Daisy encouraged. Harry found comfort in their presence, his own movements becoming more fluid with their support. The water no longer seemed an adversary, but a challenge they faced together. The race continued, but now it carried new meaning, a testament to camaraderie over competition. Oliver, Daisy, and Harry moved as one entity against the river's capricious whims. Onlookers from the banks noticed the shift. It wasn't just a race anymore, it was a display of unity in motion.